Is Jujutsu Kaisen worthy of Anime of the Year? Let's find out.
You are my special.
What's up, fans of anime? Today we're gonna review Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. Now let's talk about this anime, man. This anime hit the anime industry
in a controversial way.
Yeah, with a lot of reasons why. Whether it's the story, the animation, the way the direction changed, the mood, it was crazy. It became like a very standard shonen to like everybody dies, Attack on Titan.
It became a psychological horror.
Now we got 5 categories to break this down, going from story, characters, animation, pacing, and music. But for now, let's start with the story.
As someone who loves Jujutsu Kaisen, I think the story in the second season was leagues better than the first season, in my opinion. It very much had a direction it needed to go in now. There was a real villain. We always knew that Jugo and like the, I don't know what
Jogo, by the way.
Jogo, yeah.
He likes to call it Jugo. Volcano Man.
Yeah, Volcano Man. We always knew that they were the bad guys, but we never knew what their actual plan was. The plan was always, oh, you know, we gotta seal Gojo. That is the plan, but that was like the far-flung goal.
They also wanted Sukuna.
That was a pipe dream at best for them, because Sukuna wants nothing more than to terrorize Itadori at this point. Like that's what causes him joy. But in season 2, we realize that Geto is still alive. He's still plotting to destroy everybody, and we have to stop him. And then going along the way, we start to learn that, oh damn, this isn't Geto. There's an even worse plan at play. And then at the very end, the worst thing ever happens, which is the Age of Curses comes back, and then we're just like, okay, now
Gojo does get sealed.
Still, Gojo does get sealed. So I'm like, okay, so literally everything happened. I was like so mind blown that this is the direction that they took.
And everybody's dead.
Everyone's dead.
Itadori becomes
Itadori's broken.
He loses humanity. It started off so calm too, with episodes 1 through 6. You know, Gojo and Geto's backstory. That felt like, you know, how season 1 was. You know, very I wouldn't say smooth sailing, but it wasn't anything dramatic. Too dramatic yet.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Besides
direct.
Toji coming up, you know.
I feel like the most dramatic thing that happened in those first 6 episodes was Gojo dying,
almost died,
but obviously because we know that he's alive in the future, he wasn't going to actually die from that. I think we were more shocked at the fact that somebody actually was able to defeat Gojo at a point in time. That was the most shocking thing.
And then, you know, Shibuya Arc incident happened, and then the whole world just went to shit. It just went to shit.
Everyone just got blown up.
Yeah, everybody started dying. Even if they weren't your favorite characters. What's that guy from the
oh, are you talking about the guy who
got the glasses?
I think he's alive.
I thought he died.
No, he gets stabbed, but I think he's alive.
Oh, I apologize. Oh, then this anime's good.
I think he's just extremely like injured. I know he got stabbed by like the blonde hair dude.
Yeah, that blonde hair guy. That guy.
I know.
We'll get there when we get to the character. We'll talk about more of the character.
Then, like, so 2 other major plot points. One is Sukuna has like 14 fingers now. Itadori has 14
just feeding them fingers.
Yeah, Itadori has like 14, 15 fingers now, which I thought this was gonna be like a shonen that's like, all right, we're gonna get one finger, one at a time, like a normal
Stretch
shonen
this anime out.
Stretch this anime out. You know, we gotta go to like the different parts of the world, find out
Shikon jewels,
20 Dragon Balls, that kind of thing. But no, he just has like 15 now or something like that. So that's one thing that's out of the way. The other thing that's out of the way is Fushiguro summoning the big boy.
Mahoraga.
Yeah, Mahoraga.
10 Shadows technique.
Yeah, and so this is the guy that Fushiguro is gonna have to subjugate at some point and to learn how to control. So I'm just like, oh, I'm waiting for that to happen.
Yeah, everything. So pretty much everything was happening.
Everything's happening
and
here.
that's why, you know, everything was there.
Yeah, I know, but
they
like,
introduced so many new elements.
I feel like that's so.
Kyoto was there. Okosu shows up.
The blonde
girl Yuki shows up.
Itadori and
Chozo, they fight.
Are brothers as well.
And then Kenjaku reveals himself.
Kenjaku also reveals that he's like their dad. So like I think that is a weakness, I would say. The story was pretty normal up until the very end, and then I felt like at the end they shove a lot of really big plot twist all in one episode. Why is the brain guy this guy?
There's no answer.
Why did Okotu and the blonde chick immediately show up at the end? To me, I thought it was bad placement because I was hung up on Geto's original plan, which is he absorbed Mahito and he unleashed all the curses. I'm like, okay, I thought that was cool, and then they released like 50 more subplots on top of that.
You're still trying to digest it.
It was they inceptioned me. I'm like, I went in a dream within a dream within a dream. I'm just like, holy crap, guys, slow down. Like this is like 5 seasons worth of stuff right here. So I felt very overwhelmed at the end.
Yeah, in my opinion, it was great. I don't want to say too much. So let's move on to characters. Now, characters, again, they introduced not too many new characters, but they brought everybody back though.
I feel like the biggest character
Urame's there. They finally showed Yuki. She showed up.
Oh, and the best character, we forget is his dad. Toji, yeah. That was like the best character.
Now, when we were watching this, I did not know Toji was like a fan favorite. I did not know he was a fan favorite.
He wasn't a fan favorite until they showed showed him, and you realize that
he's a Giga Chad.
Yeah, he's a Giga Chad. One, first and foremost, he's like the Rock Lee of the anime. He has no cursed energy, but he still was able to piece up Gojo. And 3, most importantly, he is Dio's voice actor.
Yeah. Sashiburi desu.
Jojo. Literally, the moment you hear Dio's voice in any anime that he voices a character in, he is immediately a fan favorite because you know that character is gonna be popping off.
You know, I didn't realize that was his voice actor. That's crazy. But yeah, a lot of characters. Pretty much all the characters came back, so I have no complaints about the characters. Okay. Here's the thing. Some characters were wasted.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Yes.
That's the drawback.
Is it my time? Is it my time to cook?
Go ahead.
Okay. Characters that I felt were wasted. The one that really comes to my mind is not Nanami. I felt like he had his time to shine. And
Nanami is your favorite character.
As much as I don't like the fact that he's gone, I felt like he served his time. You know, he passed the torch on to Itadori. He never was able to achieve...
he couldn't do domain expansion.
Yeah, that was his ceiling. He couldn't do it. So, okay, the fact that he died, okay, this is just building for Itadori, but I felt like Nobara here got done way too dirty.
She got shafted.
She got shafted way too horribly. Like, you see the end of the first season, you see her popping off, going off, and it's like, okay, I expect to see more of this, or at least like, you know, something like this. And then she fights the blonde guy. She doesn't even get defeated like in a convincing way. It was like, this was such a bubbly, dumb character, and she just gets absolutely destroyed by him. And I'm just like, what happened to her?
And guess what? Near the end of the anime, she was keeping up head to toe with Mahito.
Yeah.
Mahito!
Yeah, she was keeping toe-to-toe with Mahito. I'm just like, what happened? Mahito was league stronger than this blonde guy, and yet she lost to him. I was just so angry that she lost to him, and then the fact that she dies to him after Mahito was so scared of Nobara. And I'm just like, oh damn, they found the counter to Mahito. It's Nobara and Itadori. And then she just dies. Oh, she dies, quote unquote. The guy said I managed to like reverse her to for that point, but her heart isn't beating.
Yeah,
so
we're assumed to be her to be dead. We're assumed her to be dead.
If she comes back to life after they just did all this stuff, I'm gonna dislike this anime so much because that means they didn't have the balls to keep up with killing that character, to follow through. That's such a cop out. If you're gonna die, like just do it.
I just thought she had more potential as a character moving forward, but they killed her off, so that's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
They also killed off Hanami pretty easily.
Yeah, Hanami.
Gojo just like obliterated him or her or whatever the creature is.
That character was a letdown. Hanami showed to have the ability to domain expansion, so I expected that she would do that. But Hanami died, and I thought they were gonna die after they used domain expansion, but they just died unceremoniously.
Yeah, and it just happened. It just like, oh boom, and then
boom,
Hanami's dead. Oh, what? No memory, no nothing, no scene,
no nothing. Oh my god,
just keep moving. I guess. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of characters died. Now obviously Nanami died, your favorite character.
My character's dead.
Like you said, he served his time, and I feel like a lot of other people were almost dead too.
You know, Maki got his arm cut off. Mekamaru's done. Toto lost a hand, so he can't clap. Maki and the Zeni clan leader, they're like
unconfirmed.
They're MIA.
Unconfirmed.
Yeah,
we don't know if they're dead.
They
or
get
not.
blasted at like episode.
If Maki's 10. Dead, I would be mad. She had so much potential.
Yes, that's another character. They kill off Maki. I like Maki as well.
They should not kill her, but like again, we don't know. And I'm also glad that Itadori finally got growth, character development.
Oh yeah.
In season 1, he never really got character development. He was just there.
Once.
The only time was when he was training with Toto. I would say that's the part where he.
I mean, his other character development was he fought Mahito for the first time and he killed his first.
Oh, okay,
humans.
okay.
That was like the first major spin.
Yeah.
You don't see that obviously. That's
it was a breakthrough
thing.
when it comes to his morals.
He's like, I killed 3 people.
He has to kill, And then this one, he just had to do it. Like he has to move forward. The whole Shibuya's dead, and he has to take responsibility for it. Yeah, I like that he's finally able to box. This time he did it by himself. Season 1, he always needed help. Yeah. This time he was able to keep toe to toe.
Bro, this is Jujutsu Kaisen, where everyone's special ability is to jump everybody.
But he was able to fight Chozo one-on-one. Now, animation. This is a very controversial topic for this anime. This is when the whole world knew how bad the anime industry when it comes to like releasing weekly episodes and also how crazy their working conditions can be.
Yeah. To me, at least, it was widely inconsistent. The first couple episodes were pretty solid. There wasn't anything. I didn't think there was anything mind-blowing.
The path was good.
The path was good. I don't think it was mind-blowing. This is still up to quality. The next few episodes, there was no depth to it. Like they were moving towards the camera, but it just felt like the scenes and the characters were moving left and right, up and down. So it felt like
you're talking about when Itadori's fight that
the lizard boy.
He fought somebody.
Yeah, the lizard boy. I'm like, whoa, this looks very off, especially for the studio. And then after that, it got a lot better, especially when we got to the Chozo fight.
Some seasons were great.
Yeah, they stepped their game up there, but I just felt like those couple of episodes were like really below average.
Yeah, it's just like I said, it's just unfortunate. There was a lot of scenes that was animated that obviously it could have been animated even better. For example, there's some like a Maharaga, the whole episode, it was just like a mess. It was very choppy. I remember I didn't know what was going on. It's when Sukuna was fighting Maharaga.
Yeah, and then when Sukuna also fought Jugo, Sukuna did his Fuga ability. Apparently that particular art style was from the original manga, I believe. I'm not sure if that was like the actual art style, but for me, I thought it was strange. I'm not sure. Like,
you didn't like that part? I like Fuga.
To me, I felt like it was off. Like, it was very obviously a different art style, which is part of why I think it's strange. It felt like this was great work, but it wasn't amazing. I felt like this should have been amazing right here.
Yeah, another part that comes to my mind is when Toji fought Megumi. The whole fight sequence, it was a lot of blurry things too. Like the bunnies weren't detailed. It was very blurry. So yeah, it's just unfortunate, man. Yeah, so animation is a toss-up. That does bring the overall quality and overall score of Jujutsu Kaisen down. Now, let's get on to pacing. Now, pacing for this anime, I feel like
it's a train wreck.
Okay, you explain your reason why, because I feel like we're on the opposite side of the fence.
Okay, so first 6 episodes, I had no problems with first 6 episodes. First 6 episodes were fine in my opinion. I thought the pacing for that was pretty good. It was only 6 episodes after all, so they were able to fit that particular story all concisely together. The Shibuya arc, I felt like the pacing was absolutely scattered all over the place.
Now, elaborate yourself, you swine.
Okay, so I already mentioned it during the story, but that final like 3 episodes.
The conclusion,
yeah. So they dropped so many things all at once, and they did it all right there. Like, this is the bad guy, this is Geto, this is who he actually is. The blonde chick shows up, Okotsu shows up, all of Kyoto shows up. I just thought, why are they doing this all in the last 2 episodes? They could have brought the Kyoto guys here a lot earlier to do something else, but they show up like, oh, the reason why they're coming here is all right there. I'm like, okay, this is so fast right now. I can comprehend what's going on right now, but I don't like the fact that they're doing this because it really feels like they're rushing the anime, which this is the problem that I had with the Shibuya. I felt like a lot of things here were rushed comparatively, obviously, to the first season, which was super slow in that regard. This one, they felt like they needed to go like 100 miles an hour immediately.
Yeah. They did not let you time to breathe.
So like a huge thing that they brought up was simple domain. That was like, that concept itself was super huge. Like, oh, you can stop other people's domain, or at least the initial hit of their domain, by using simple domain. But they just kind of like gloss over that. Like, oh yeah, this is something you can do. This should be monumental, but they just kind of say, oh yeah, that's possible. Okay, move on from that. I'm like, what do you mean? This is literally counter Jujutsu, and you just gloss over it?
Now, now that you're done.
I'm not done, but
okay.
But you can go.
No, I'm on the opposite side of the fence. I love that shit.
I know you love this.
I love everything that happened in season 2 compared to season 1. Man, season 1 was a snooze fest. Now season 2, the past arc with Geto and Gojo, that one was okay. That reminded me of season 1 actually. Smooth pacing. There were some slow parts, but it wasn't too much of a bother. Now when Shibuya arc incident happened, like you said, it was moving quick. The only reason why I would say I like that is because it made me get me hyped up for the next episode.
Okay.
So if you're watching it weekly, then you're like, oh, I can't wait for next week to happen. What's gonna happen in the next episode? And I feel like every episode was a hit. Boom, boom, boom. You never know what's going on. What is it? You're off the edge of your seat.
Yeah, your seats.
You're on your toes. You had no idea what was gonna happen. I would say the pacing was great. Honestly, it was great, man. But like you said, the only drawback was the ending. It's unfortunate. They just decided to use like text on screen.
Yeah, which was the worst way.
I don't know if that's intended in the manga, but if that's how it happened in the manga, then I guess. But they should have like showed the discussion of the committee. They did kind of show it with Okotsu being there, and Okotsu saying he's gonna take out Jidori, and the committee was there. But they should have like also deliberated on the principal who's gonna get executed.
Yeah.
On Gojo.
What happened to everybody else?
And then they didn't really
they didn't conclude everything.
Yeah, they didn't really. It was on a cliffhanger.
There's a lot of loose ends. Like Mei is gone, Maki and the other guy are gone, and like they just don't bother to explain it, or at least like they can't explain it right now because they had to end the show.
Yeah, this feels like a part 1 to a 2-part. Just to talk about what you were saying before about them explaining things. I kind of like it when they don't explain things. Now season 1, they explained it too much. You don't have to go through a whole paragraph. Just give me like a sentence. And that's what they were doing here, season 2. But unfortunately, it does miss in some parts. Like you said, simple domains.
Context matters.
Simple domain should have been a bigger thing.
If it's not worth discussing in full, like if it's too obvious, then obviously don't tell it to me.
Yeah.
But why is it that now it's brought up and somehow everyone knows about it now? If there was such a secret to begin with, that's like a really weird thing to happen.
You know what? This might be like a filler topic right now. I'm gonna get into.
Go for it.
There's an episode where Itadori fought, was it a lizard or a locust? Now that locust or lizard got a whole backstory of their species. Remember that? I think it had like a description of what that species
I think
did.
so. Yeah.
And I was like, why is this here?
I think they were just trying to get. They got.
But that person died.
They got to
get defeated.
I think they were just trying to explain like what his like ability is. He has the abilities of a lizard.
That's the only pacing. That was one of the main pacing.
They didn't need to explain that, but they did it for some reason.
Yeah, but they could have done like how when Meme fought that other cursed spirit. Oh, this domain expansion. The domain expansion can do this. Boom, done. That's it.
Yeah. So this all goes back to
inconsistency.
Yeah, inconsistency. Where like, what do you want to know more? Obviously, the things that you're interested in, I'm interested in, are way different. So that's why I had a problem with the pacing.
Yeah. So this pretty much boils down to what's your preference.
What's your preference?
Yeah.
Yes. And I guess on that topic, I'll say right now, I do prefer the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen over the second season of Jujutsu Kaisen. Only for the reason of this next topic, which is music. The music in the first season is what sold me on the anime. The music in the first season was so upbeat, so hyped, that it got me going. Like, I'm like, oh damn, Gojo's going out, Itadori's going out. I'm like, okay, this is cool. Season 2, I felt like they went for a more ambience and dreadful soundtrack to where when Sukuna was fighting, I wanted to be hyped, even though he is the bad guy, but I still want to be hyped about that. But they were playing a lot of like this dreadful, like opera ominous, dreadful, like opera type music. And I'm just like, I'm sitting here watching in awe, but I want to sit here being like I'm watching like two guys go at each other. I'm all like, let's go, but I wasn't like that because
you wanted that little jazzy.
Yes.
When Toto and Itadori
and
fought,
you know what?
Hanami?
They brought it back when Toto came back.
No, they brought Toto's theme music back.
Yeah, because that is Toto's music. No, but like they did bring back that jazzy type music. Yeah, one time. They also
brought Toto's. When Toto showed up. That music came back.
Yeah, the music, because Toto was that character. Yeah. I'm like, when Toto came back, I was loving it again because mainly when he came back, that vibe and track
season one came back.
Yeah, season 1 came back for me because what I loved about season 1 is, this is kind of a controversial take, which is I didn't like the fact that the season 2 got so dark so fast. I knew it was gonna get dark.
It was a huge contrast.
But it was literally day and night, and the music directly reflected that idea.
It became much more serious.
Yeah, because much more serious, which again is fine if you're into that, but I felt like I needed a little bit more time to transition into that seriousness.
You need to get acclimated.
Yeah, I need to get acclimated.
Like how fishes need to get acclimated in water. I don't know why I threw that analogy there.
It's weird. But I need to get more acclimated in. I felt like this particular season 2 didn't give me enough time to acclimate because it was moving so fast, because the story was going so far in that direction now. And I was just like, everything that I loved about Jujutsu Kaisen was kind of like thrown out already at this point. So, especially the music. So like when that one track came back, I was so happy.
Yeah, my take is I liked it. We can move on. No, but I guess if you want to throw in opening and endings, the opening is a banger.
Opening, obviously,
you are my special.
Well,
that is also used in the anime.
Yes.
And I hear they always play that "You are my special" to Itadori when he's losing his sanity. Yeah. So when nobody died, they used it. When Shibuya already had a crater, they used it. Yeah, it's crazy. That's a crazy thing, man. So the final verdict of Jujutsu Kaisen season 2, the story was how you called it. It can be rushed. It's all over the place. But some people like me, we kind of like that. We like them when all the information is just dumped out there and people are actually quote unquote dying because we want to know there's some consequences.
Yeah, the consequences.
It's like if the heroes aren't doing their job, then they're gonna die. I kind of like that because it makes it know that, hey, we can't mess up, and if we do mess up, guess what? People are dead now. And also, the animation. We talked about the animation. It's unfortunate what happened, but if you can't get past, how the animation is inconsistent, then when we can't help you. Yeah,
I mean, it's still great.
And the pacing. To me, the pacing has no issues. But for him, pacing can
person to person.
It's going too quick. I guess it's quote unquote ADD friendly. Like if you just want things flying at you, then that's how it is. And also, the OST, like you said, we talked about the OST, so it's there, it's good, it's not bad at all. All right, so here we got our trusty companion, the tier maker. Now these are spoilers. We had solo leveling here, Demon Slayer, Shangri-La, Rurouni Kenshin. If you haven't, watch those videos and let us know what you think in the reviews. So where should we put Jujutsu Kaisen season 2? For me personally, I will put it at an A. It was great. I can't put it at the best because, like you said, it felt like the last 4 episodes rushed. Some things were inconsistent. Obviously, the animations, characters, just wasted characters that I didn't like. Yeah, other than that, it was a great anime. If I would watch it again, I wouldn't mind watching it again. Now, what do you think? Go ahead.
So, personal bias of me, I would put it at a B.
Here we go.
But if I was to put my bias away, I will say that this is a great anime. I just didn't like this particular season because I wanted something that the second season was just not going to give me. That's not the anime's fault. It's just I went in looking for what I got in season 1, but I didn't get that, but I will recognize that the story in the second season is way more better than the first season. It's more interesting in that regard. I wasn't happy along the way through, but I mean, I think they've gotten across that they didn't want this second season to be happy at all. Like, I don't think there was like a single dub in this entire second season, other than the fact that maybe Fushiguro and Itadori fought that one resurrected guy and then they won. That was it. Other than that,
technically they did. Itadori and Todo did beat Mahito. Technically,
I know, but I mean, it's not. It wasn't satisfactory though. Like, you wanted the satisfaction of seeing Mahito to get defeated, not him getting absorbed. Like, that was like the worst possible outcome.
He was about to die.
It was
he
the
was
worst
on his
outcome.
last legs crying for his, you know.
Yeah, but you wanted Itadori to be the one to like to defeat his demons.
Finishing blow. Yeah.
And then somebody else came and gobbles him up and takes that away from you. It just steals it away violently.
Yep.
But all in all, I do think this is a great anime that everyone should watch, despite all of its flaws. It can't be the best because of those really big, not even minor hiccups, those really big hiccups that they have.
Now, before we end this one, if you had to put it at a B, because you said you wanted to put it at a B, would you put it in front of Shangri-La and Demon Slayer? Or would you put it right here?
I would put it right here? Yeah,
all the way.
Put it all the way.
You would put it right there.
Yeah.
Now, the more left it is, that means it's better. But too bad it's going right here.
Yeah.
So all in all, you know, we can't wait for the next season of Jujutsu Kaisen season 3. We believe it's coming out 2025, 2026. Hopefully it comes out 2025, man. Who knows what's gonna happen in the next 2 years? It's gonna be crazy.
I mean,
who knows if it still be relevant? Actually, Bleach was relevant, so I can't say it.
I believe it'll still be relevant just because there's a single manga panel that went completely like viral off of. Have you heard of the meme "Nah, I'd win"?
No.
Have you heard people say "Nah, I'd win"?
No.
Everyone is looking for that moment.
Nah, I'd win.
Nah, I'd win.
Like, apostrophe I'd?
Yeah, I'd.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I'd win.
So I would win. I don't know how you keep saying it. Like I understand what you're
Nah, I'd win. Y'all know what that is? Everyone is waiting for that scene. That is like the scene of all scenes right now. That's what's blowing up right now. So what do you guys think? Is an A worthy of being the anime of the year? Leave it in the comments down below if an A is okay. I mean, I personally don't think that it needs to be an S. I feel like S's are reserved for like a handful of animes that really just come once every so often. So leave it down in the comments below. What did you guys think? And if there's any other animes you want us to review, leave it down there as well. But until next time, thank y'all for watching.